is just so unfair. It's so unfair.
Elected officials join the outcry to condemn school shootings and to connect grieving families with resources at that vigil tonight.
Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, was there and has reaction from politicians across the state. Mark.
Ann and Mike, as law enforcement still piece together what happened, some public officials felt it was too early in the process to try and prescribe specific solutions tailored to this tragedy. But in times of grieving like this, our elected officials can also convey a composite of the public sentiment, express pain and outrage, and sometimes point our collective conscience toward a remedy.
I visited this school on their first day of school.
KSDK cameras rolled as Mayor Tashara Jones kicked off the new school year with students at Central Visual and Performing Arts with this on her mind.
I just want to make sure that our babies are safe. They did talk about violence in the streets, but they never thought that they would be experiencing that in their school.
9 weeks later, and St. Louis joins the long list of American cities mourning a school shooting.
We have to stop the violence that is going on in our schools.
Trudy Bush Valentine was one political candidate to join with mourners at the vigil and demand change.
It never ends. Now it's happened in St. Louis. It should end here.
Her Republican opponent in the race for the U.S. Senate, Eric Schmidt, tweeted, "Our hearts are with the students, and we commend the brave men and women of law enforcement." Governor Mike Parson tweeting, "Our hearts go out to the victims and their families." One of those victims killed was 61-year-old teacher Jean Kushka.
She was a great teacher.
Kushka taught young Lakeisha Bosley years ago before she grew up and won a seat in the Missouri House.
For her to be 61 and step in front of a bullet for our scholars, you just heard it from one of the kids. No teacher should be a martyr. She chose life. She chose to save her children. She chose to save those scholars. She gave them another day.
Now, Bosley says Missouri should do something to make it harder to get your hands on bullets.
If you want to attack the gun, attack the ammo. Right now, it's easy to get ammunition in Missouri.
Bush Valentine questioned why federal laws allow a 19-year-old access to a long gun in the first place.
The federal law is that pistols cannot be sold to people under 21. Here we're selling long guns to 18-year-olds. It's totally wrong.
Several students and some mothers spoke at the vigil tonight and demanded action, calling for elected officials to do something. Congresswoman Cori Bush, though, told the crowd, you don't have to wait on a politician to reach out to someone you might know, maybe in your own family or neighborhood, someone hurting, and show them love and connect them to resources they need before they lash out in violence.
The FBI is assisting